A friend and I split the cost of an FTMO challenge, and here's how it went. Hey everyone, my name is JF. Welcome to the Forex Journey. On this channel, we talk a lot about Forex trading, prop firms, and our experiences, good and bad, on the journey to becoming profitable traders. So this is going to take us back about 2 years, June 2020, when we took our first FTMO challenge. So it was myself and a friend of mine, and we split the cost of the challenge because we figured that taking the challenge together, we had better odds of passing. But neither of us really had that much experience in trading. We had mostly practiced with bots and EAs. We had a little bit of live trading experience, but the way that the YouTubers were talking, it was easy, anyone could do it, blah, blah, blah. So we got caught up in the hype and we pulled the trigger, and we figured, again, if we split the cost and we traded it together, we'd get there twice as fast. So here's the back office of the FTMO, and this is for the details, again, like I was saying, of our challenge that we took in June 2020. So this is the graphic curve of our challenge. And just, there's so much information here. And again, this was a long time ago, but we took a lot of trades. I think we took a total of 180 trades, and it was an uphill battle, but sadly it was kind of a ski slope on the way down. We had a couple of spikes up, but really, unfortunately, it just kind of went straight down. And so there's a lot of interesting information given in the analysis of the challenge. So there's a lot that can be learned. So just interesting details. For example, our average profit was about $200. Our average loss was about $300. So even though we had a win rate of close to 50%, every time we would lose more than every time that our profit from every time that we won. So of course there's a big problem there. You want the opposite. So you don't have to win 50% of the time to be profitable, but you have to have that risk reward ratio that makes sense, and we didn't when we took this. So what kind of strategy were we using? We were basically using two different strategies on different things. So I was trading GBP, GPY, he was trading the indices, and we even traded a little bit of Euro USD. So I was using one of those strategies where you have two indicators. I was using RSI with another indicator, and when basically they converged, you would enter the trade, and then when a certain thing happens, you would exit the trade. I don't remember the details exactly, but it didn't work out for us, obviously. And he was using the same kind of thing, but it was with the Heikenaishi candles. Man, I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it's another indicator. And so, but one of the things that we would do is that we wouldn't respect we'd get emotionally attached to the trades, and we'd close our wins too early, and we would let our losses run, and we wouldn't respect the stop losses that we should have. And so that's part of why our losses would get so big. So I mean, if you just look at some of the examples here of our trades, so this is in one trade, we lost 2,700. In one trade, we won 200. But like, our average losses were quite a bit bigger, as you can see. We have a few nice wins here, but there's so many other losses that it's just not enough to make up for it. So I just want to show you a little bit of interesting information. Like, they give you a really nice breakdown of how your challenge went, whether it went well or bad. They give you some interesting information. So in this other tab for the account analysis, they say that within 17 days, we made 180 trades. Like, it was a lot. So that's like 10 trades a day. So we were basically sniping, scalping, and it wasn't really focused, right? So we were just all over the place. And the closer we were getting to the end, the more desperate we were getting, and the bigger the losses became. And just in this one paragraph, you get a lot of information. 49% win rate, negative risk reward ratio. They say it's hard to succeed with a negative risk reward ratio. Basically that we're closing lower profits over our losses. That there's more pressure when you do something like that. This is our average win, this is our average loss. and so on and so forth. So this is like really interesting information in a very concise. So yeah, one more thing, since our initial strategies weren't really working out, we started testing out other strategies during the trial, during the challenge, which is terrible, like, because it's like you're experimenting during the test, which is not good. And so that also contributed, like we were stressed out. We didn't, again, this was our first one, so we didn't expect all the stress and all the emotions and like, and since we kind of took a nosedive right from the get-go, we didn't have a buffer, you know, like we didn't really, I think our highest point was maybe 1100 or 101,000, but then we dipped under the 100,000 right after. So it's so important to stick, even if the strategy ends up not being that good, it's important to stick to the strategy that you have and to stick to your rules. So it is a little embarrassing to show you these numbers, but at the end of the day, why am I showing you this? It's because we're all on the same journey together. We all come from the same place. We all want to succeed. And so at the end of the day, we were very green. We were just starting out and we followed the hype. We got sucked into, you know, anybody can do it, and anybody can do it, but you need to be prepared, right? So now we're taking the time to practice our strategies and make sure that we're more ready before we take another challenge. So we're basically training so that later this year I'll be taking another challenge, probably at the end of summer. Don't quote me on that, but that's the idea. And so, but sharing this with you guys is just to show that we all come from someplace, and it's a good example of just look at your mistakes and learn from them. We made tons of mistakes on the first time. That was terrible. That was terrible, but it was a learning experience, right? So let me know in the comments, how did your first FTMO challenge go? Are you doing an FTMO challenge right now, or whatever other prop firm? And what was your biggest takeaway when you did it? Or what is the biggest takeaway for you from my video that you found was helpful? So make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.